everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about the Supernatural Jacksonville Convention. So, on November 3rd through the 6th, I went to the Jacksonville Convention, and it's 3 hours from where I live, so it's like we had to drive. My mom drove me half of the way, and I Ubered the rest of the way, so an hour and a half both times, and the same way back. I got to the convention at about 10 a.m. I think, and I got the hotel room right away, and after I put everything away in the hotel room, I met up with my friend Allie and her husband in the convention registration line. When I was registering, I got solo photos with Richard, David, Keegan, Jake, Rob, Drake, Jojo, Kim, Bree, and Mitch. If I look over here, it's because I have the list of everything I need to talk about. I already had solos with Jared and Jensen, and I also had a Jared and Keegan photo op. After we were ready, we went straight to David's table, and my friend had a autograph with David, and I got selfies with him. After we spent time with David for a little bit, we went to the photo op room, and I had solos with Richard and Rob. Then I had my meet and greet with David, which was really fun. I also got 2 more selfies with him. I'll show you all the photos. Well, actually, if you go to my Instagram, you'll see all the photos. I also have the photo ops right here, which I'll show you too. But that was pretty much everything I had for that day. Afterwards, I got dinner, and I went back to my room because I wasn't feeling good, and so I took a nap until karaoke. Karaoke was fun. David, DJ, Gil, and Julian really did an amazing job there. The next day, I met up with Allie again, and I also had photos with Kim, Bree, Jojo, and Drake. It was also Jared and Jensen's photo op too that day. After I got Jared's photo op, I went back to the hotel room and ate dinner. And then later on that night, I had the concert. Now, I wasn't feeling good that day either, mostly because my sleep schedule is messed up. So every time I go to a convention, I'm always tired. But for the concert, I wasn't going to go. I was like, do I go or not? But I ended up going. Like, I really had to force myself. But I'm so glad I did, because all the guests that were there did amazing, and it's like it was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. I'm so proud of all of them. Then after, I got some food, and I went to bed for the night. On Sunday, that was pretty much the longest day. I had photos with Mitch, David, Jake, and Keegan, as well as a photo with Jared and Keegan. The photos with Keegan, it was running with Richard's meet and greet at the same time. So since Keegan was late getting to the room, I had to go and get his photo op later on in the day because I had to get to Richard's meet and greet. Richard's meet and greet was fun as usual. It's the director one. We can't really talk about it, but he was explaining what he does with directing, which was cool. Afterwards, I took a small break, and I went to eat, and then I met back up with my friends, and we stayed and watched the panels for a while because everything was like backed up for like an hour or so. So I watched, I think, about 3 panels, 3 or 4. And after that, me and Allie went to get our photos with Jared and Keegan. And I also got my solo op at that point with Keegan. And then after we went back to the panel room, and I was waiting with my friend to get her auto with Mark Shepard. And I didn't really finish until about, I'm gonna say 6 or 7. So around that time, my friend went to her meet and greet, and she was pretty much done at that point after the meet and greet. And then I went back to the hotel room for the night and ate, and then I went to sleep. Honestly, for Richard and David, they're my reason for going to these conventions. Jared is too, but like I don't have a lot of time with him, so I'm limited there. Plus, it's just so expensive. But I always do stuff with David and Richard. I wish I was able to afford David's other meet and greets, but like at the last second, the prices jumped up so fast, so I couldn't afford that. It's sad because I've been doing David's stuff for like 3 years now, and now like people who weren't even his fans are like trying to take over the meet and greets, and it's just really sucky for me now. It really makes me sad. So the best thing at the con for me was meeting David again, and him remembering me and my name the entire weekend. He did that once one of the last conventions too. I think it was back in Dallas. The worst thing at the convention for me was being in pain. Like, I don't choose to be in pain. I really wish it wasn't a thing for me, because I really want to enjoy the convention so much more than I could. I also hate the long lines at the conventions. And that sometimes on Sundays everything gets pushed back. My top favorite people to meet at the conventions are David, Richard, and Jared, like I said before. I also like meeting Adam Fergus, but he wasn't there this convention, so that was sad. My top favorite photo ops. Well, I'm gonna go through the photo ops now. I'll go through the photos in a second. My favorite panel was, I'm gonna say the Walker panel, because Jake, Mitch, and Keegan were hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing that entire panel. And Kim and Breeze is also a top one. J2's is kind of boring at times, so I'm not going to say that that's my favorite panel, because honestly it's not. But yeah, I would say the Walker panel. The worst panel, I'm going to say, is Misha's. He just, like, I try so hard to like him, and I just can't. Everything that comes out of his mouth, it just makes me mad. But yeah, I'm sorry I have to say that, but it's the truth. And I'm not going to force myself to like someone when I don't. And another thing I don't like about Misha is that he's heavily into the politics, and it just really annoys me. Another thing that I really liked about this convention is that the entire cast was advocating for mental health awareness, which was really cool. I love that they try and help people as much as they could. So I just wanted to say that whatever someone says about you, just ignore it. You're so much better than them, and just be you. You don't have to hide yourself from anyone. If they don't like you, that's their problem. Because there's so many people that do love you. And you're amazing just the way you are. I also wanted to point out that the Supernatural fandom and the supernatural family is not the same thing. The supernatural family is an actual family. They care about their friends and everyone involved in the family. The fandom is the toxic people and the bullies and everyone who is hateful to each other. So that's how you separate it. That's how I even separate it when I'm posting on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. And now I'll just go through the photo ops I got. Here's my photo with Rob. Here's my photo with Richard. And like I said, if you want to see them more clearly, just go onto my Instagram and I'll post it in the description. This is my photo with Bree. This is my photo with Kim. This is my photo with Jojo. This is my photo with Drake. He is really tall in person. I didn't know he was that tall. This is my photo with Jensen. And this is my photo with Jared. This is probably my favorite photo of the convention. And my selfies with David. This is my photo with Mitch. Funny story with Mitch. I was getting the photo with Keegan, and Mitch was standing on the side by the photo area, and I looked at him, and he gave me a wink. I started laughing. It was so funny. But he's really sweet. This is my photo with David. I would say this is one of my second photos that I love. This is my photo with Jake. This is my photo with Keegan. And this is my photo with Jared and Keegan. So yeah, those are all my photos. I also have the selfies on my phone, but here, let me see if I can get them first. Don't think you'll be able to see them. Yeah, the focus isn't working. I'll just post my Instagram so everyone can go and see them there. But yeah, my favorite photo ops was Jared, Richard, and David, I think. And the best hugs is definitely Jared. Because for me, when I got my photo with Jared, it was the hug photo, and then right after the photo was taken, he squeeze hugged me so hard. And I think, what else? Also, JoJo and Mitch, they really killed it at the Saturday night special. Anyone who goes to these concerts or these conventions should really do the concert and karaoke, because the cast really does amazing and they kill it all the time. So yeah, I think that's about it. I think my next convention is going to be Orlando, which is next November. So yeah, if you liked this video, like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.